My friends, this is by far and away the funniest thing that you will see all day on the internet because Disney's panicking is only getting worse as they continue to collapse as a company. This is absolutely hilarious because everything that they have done over the past few years when it comes to the woke nonsense and pushing feminist crap is getting completely rejected, particularly by young men, and I find that to be absolutely hilarious. So, leadership at Disney is pressing Hollywood creatives for movies that will bring young men ages 13 to 28, aka Gen Z, back to the brand in a meaningful way, specifically original concepts. Sources say Disney has been seeking new IP and pitches such as splashy global adventures. Splashy, guys. Gen Z men who are watching this video, let me know if that just rings with you. Splashy global adventures and treasure hunts, as well as seasonal fare like films for the Halloween corridor. The films, or the calls, come as the Star Wars machine struggles to produce any film project, and the superhero genre sheds audiences by the minute. And the fact that Variety is even acknowledging this in this way shows you that there is a real problem happening with Disney. And a lot of this can be attributed to men, but especially Gen Z men, which, by the way, I just have to say, I am so proud of what I have seen with the Gen Z men as a whole. A lot of them are waking up to a lot of the nonsense that is happening in our country. A lot of them are rejecting a lot of the crap. Not everyone, obviously, but as a whole, we are seeing that happening, a huge culture shift. And now the left is starting to realize that this is happening, and they are terrified. Disney's Boy Trouble studio seeks original IP to win back Gen Z men amid Marvel Lucasfilm struggles. And isn't that hilarious that Disney literally had Marvel and Star Wars, which should both be appealing to young men, and they aren't winning them with that because they have completely flipped those IPs. They have made them into girl boss crap, and now they're suddenly surprised. They're like, how is this happening? Absolutely hilarious. Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty aren't the only ones looking for a prince. Oh my gosh, this is cringe. Leaders at Walt Disney Studios has been pressing Hollywood creatives in recent months. Multiple sources tell Variety for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way. First, every film studio is looking for better ways to convert young audiences into habitual moviegoers. Numerous studios show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who were hampered in their formative years by COVID. Not the easiest segment to grasp, and by the way, a lot of that having to do with the lockdowns actually woke up a lot of them. But what's surprising producers, writers, and other partners in the larger industry is that Disney has been calling for original concepts to lure the demo back to the movies. So already taking some, throwing some shame at Gen Zers, which I find to be not a winning strategy. People are already completely destroying Disney for this, and rightfully so. So catering to only female millennials ended up being a terrible business model. Shocker. And it seems like Disney is completely shocked by this as well, even though we have told them that this is not going to go very well for them. You had the two biggest male-focused IPs in history. How did you F that up? Disney bought two IPs that were male-skewing specifically because their IP library was more female-oriented. Then they proceeded to try to turn them into girl brands. I will never understand it. They have completely alienated their male audience because they have done that. Because dudes want to go see cool stuff in the movies. They want to see things blow up and men being men and masculinity and punching and all of that type of stuff. That is what men want to see. And when you take all of that away, you lose everyone. Because now you're just putting out crap that nobody wants to see. And this reminds me so much in a hilarious way what the Democrats have done recently as well, where they decided that they were going to push these two individuals as the face of everything that they were doing to try to win young men back to Democrats. And oh man, has that completely backfired on them in the most spectacular way possible, to the point where both of these individuals have been fired from this position.
I spent a lot of time on college campuses, and I spent a lot of time with
young men.
I love
to eat
young men.
This is not going to go well for Disney because they are so out of touch. They don't know at all what they're doing, and they're only going to continue to suffer and completely crash and burn, and I am totally okay with that. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.